Welcome. In this video, we're going to do a solo playthrough of Football Highlights 2052. So for setup, we've got our play mats in play for us and our AI opponent. We're going to take our actions deck, which has actions on the back, give them a shuffle and put them into play. Just set them off to the side here. We'll bring out our scoreboard. We've been requested to play as Denver, and we'll be going against the Egg All-Pro team. So we'll go ahead and set out our scoreboard here. For the AI deck, we'll give it a quick shuffle. And we're going to pick out 10 cards. Put the rest to the side. And we'll place these down in the in-play area. And then for Denver, we're going to take the 5 starter cards noted by the ST on the card. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of those. And we will shuffle those with the other 10 player cards for our team. So we'll just get these a little randomized and shuffle those. Then we're going to draw 10 of these cards. Take a quick look at these, and we can pick one audible that we'll know about. And typically for an audible, I mean, you either want a great offensive play that you can sneak in or good defensive. So just looking through here, I'll go ahead and audible with this card. And then we'll draw one more card, getting up to a hand size of 10. And basically the way the game goes is an offensive play is going to come out, which is going to be the side with the football. The opposing player is going to put a defensive play against it. And pretty much there's 3 scenarios that's going to happen. It's going to be a mismatch where we have a pass play against a run play. That will mean the offense will get to activate their card and get an additional card for bonus yardage. Another option is the defense matches the type of play. So we have a pass versus pass, but their helmet does not cover our footballs. So in that case, the offense will just get the result of the card there. And then lastly, if we have a match and the defense has their helmets equal to or above the number of footballs in a certain area, then we will resolve the defensive play. So we're both going to start at the 45-yard line. And basically, we're just flipping back from offense to defense. So we're trying to score that direction, whereas the AI is trying to come back. And we'll explain the rest as we go. We'll go ahead and flip our coin, heads and tails, to see who wants to go first. Tails win. So for the first half, the Egg All-Pros will go. So they're just going to flip over their card, flip it to the offensive side facing us. And we can see they have a fake field goal pass they're trying to do on us. An awkward first play of the game. So we're going to be looking at our hand to see if we've got some pass plays. And what this is, so runs are brown, passes are blue. Then we have mauls, which are a pink color. And while it's a maul type, it also counts as a run and a pass. So you can see this one will defend, but the defense is goal line stand, no gain. If offense 15 or less, they're definitely more than 15. So that's an option. We'll go ahead and put in a cover 2 minus 15 to a minimum of 1. So when we resolve these, we have a match and our helmet is over top of theirs. So what this means is we're going to go back. They would gain 30 yards, but we'll subtract 15, so they're only going to get 15 yards. So 10 and 15. And then this card will go in their drive area, so they've got 4 turns to try to get something done here before they have to reset. And once we've done our defensive play, we're going to turn a card over. So now we're on offense, trying to do a bullet pass play to the left for 30 yards. And for defense, they're coming up with a pile on, no gain, in drive, and offense resets. So this is one of those cards where they've got double helmets. It counts as it's a mall type, counting in a pass and a defense. So not much at all that's going to happen there. So basically, we're going to get no gain. We're going to end our drive, so he can't try a field goal or anything, and we're going to reset. So we're already at 45, so that's no big deal. We only resolve items on the defense side. So if we would have taken our side, we would have drawn a card and had a possible injury. And this here is for attempting field goals. So along the edge of the board, you can see they're numbered from 3 to 10. If we can attempt a field goal, we'll take this, flip a card, and add those together to see if we can get that. That's just parts of how to play. Basically, this just gets thrown to the side. The Egg All-Pros will try to streak down the middle, passing the ball for 30 yards. And to meet up with that, we're going to do a cover 2, no gain, in their drive, and their offense will reset. And since we have 2 helmets matched up against their 2 helmets, we will be resolving our ability on this. So they end their drive and have to reset, going back to the 45. And now we're flipping to an offensive pass to the right for 15 yards. For their defense, they're doing a run defense, so we've got a mismatch going on. But in solo play, we will not get to draw a card since I at least have a helmet going against our football. So we're going to get 15 yards for our play, -5 for each helmet against our football. So we're getting 10 yards on this pass play. And we'll set that to the side. Now the AI is trying to do a run play. So we're going to put in a mall card with our helmets on the side blocking theirs, but we do have a penalty flag possibility. So we'll put that in play and see if we've got a match up there. We'll flip a card and reference the penalty, no penalty. So then we will resolve our ability. So our defense is going to get +5 yards. So we're going to gain 5 yards on our side, and the offense is going to reset. So, which really doesn't do anything, just means they're starting another drive. And we'll flip over, try to do a 5-yard dive down the middle. And defense play is going to be a slam, -15 to a minimum of 1. And I think we'll just accept that. So 15 -5, minimum of 0. Nothing will happen. So our second card in the drive, Tom Garcia lines up to do a post or screen play. Fortunately, we've got the perfect defense for that, so we can match up our helmets on their passes. He could choose either one, but we've got them both covered, so our defense will trigger, so no gain for them. We'll turn our card over and see if we can run to the right. And their defense says, no, you may not run to the right. Except we do have more footballs and helmets to match up on that, which means we will resolve our side, but subtract 5 yards for the helmet against us, so that'll be a 5-yard gain for us. So now back to the All-Pros. They're trying to run. So we've got 2 things going on. We want to stop the run. We've got our 4th play coming up, and we are 25 yards away. So we want something that's going to defend it, but when we flip it, it's going to give us 25 to 35 yards. So there's a possible 30 yards for our turn. We're not going to be able to block everything, but we can at least get the right play in place. So matching this up, if the offense chose the lateral, we're going to resolve our ability, so they'll just get 15 yards, or they can just choose their cutback to get 15 yards. So either way, they're going down to the 30. Put the card over to the side. Now we're trying to run right. for 30 yards, and their defense is going to count as a run. And we're fortunate to have 2 footballs to go over that, so we will resolve ours for 30 minus the 5 because of the helmet. So we're running for 25, and first score of the game. So we are going to get 7 points. Reset back up to the 45, and discard our cards. The home team is going to flip over and go for a fake punt. We're going to attempt our shutdown no gain defense. So that will take care of that play. Their fake punt is no good. We're going to flip over for a bullet pass for 20 yards. Their defense is going to be a mismatch, and they don't have a helmet, so we're going to get additional yardage on this. So first, because of the mismatch, we're getting our play. So 20 yards, so down to the 25. And since there was no helmet in the solo mode for this, we'll get a card, and we'll get an additional 25 yards, which will be another score for us. Going up to 14. And we will reset. The All-Pros will flip over. So now they've got a run and a pass play possibility. So while these 2 cards one would cover the runs, one would cover the passes, but they just choose the other offensive play. So just keep them out of the end zone. We'll play this card, so it won't be a mismatch. We've got 2 helmets on their pass. They will have an open field for them to do their 20-yard run. So that will get them down to the 10. This would be their 4th play, so they're going to try for a field goal. See down here by this number, they need a total of 4. This card gives them a 1. And this will give them 6, so they could have kicked from further out. So they will get 3 points and reset. So we're up 14-3. We will try now to run right. It's the AI reset. We're going to have a mismatch. They're defending a pass play, but they are on the right side. So we'll get our 10 yards minus the 5 because of the helmet. So we'll go forward for 5 yards. And now they've got 2 pass plays, a flag, and a curl route. We can't defend them all, so this is where the game gets harder because we're down to 3 cards and my options are limited. I still have my main audible and some additional. I can just top deck for an audible, and we can audible 3 times per half. But we'll just go ahead and play this. So we will cover 1 curl up. So they'll go for the other one, going for 30 yards, going from the 45 to the 15. And then we will try a 25-yard pass down the middle. And they were thinking we were going to run. So some mismatch. We'll get 25 yards minus the 5, so 20 yards. So down to the 20. And since we triggered our side, we're going to see if there's a penalty. Or I'm sorry, an injury. So no injury there. Almost near the end of the first half. They're trying a pass or a run. And between cards in hand and my audible that I can see, they're going to get a touchdown. So I'm not even going to risk just top decking. Just going to try to see if I can go 20 to 30 yards on my play. So I'm going to go ahead and call an audible. So I'll just discard one of my cards in hand. So I'll pitch this to audible up. So no mismatch, but I've got no blockers here. So 20 yards running, touchdown for them. Just like that. We've got a game now, 10-14. And they will reset. We will try a spur up the middle, and their defense is not going to happen. So we'll go ahead and let their defense go. There is a penalty flag on this, which is going to be Wiffle, as our referee, calls a penalty on the offense. Defense chooses either offense resets or defense plus 10 on their field. And being that I'm fairly close to field goal range, I'm going to say the worst for me is to reset. Then they will come down with a run down the middle. Of course, with a reset, we go back to the 45. Unfortunately, we have the right defense for that. So for the defense, we'll get plus 10 yards. And the offense resets, which won't do anything for them. So we'll go down to the 35. And since we have one more play left, and there's no defense there, they'll just take the top card of their deck to put in play. So we've got a pass, they've got a run. So we're going to get 15 minus the 5 yards, so we'll go 10. And then since we're out of cards, got like 2 seconds left in the first half, we're going to try a field goal. We need a total of 7. We have 2. And we're not going to make it. So we try a field goal and we miss. And that's going to be the end of the first half with us up 14-10. So go ahead and reset there. For the AI, we're just going to take all their cards and shuffle them. And then draw another 10 cards. And put that in play. We are going to be able to go first, but there is going to be a quick draft. So the way that works in solo mode, we're going to take all the other player cards that came in the game, give them a quick shuffle. We're going to draft 5 more cards, and basically the way this works is we draw 2 and keep 1. So 2 ways of doing this. We can look for the best card, or we can just pick names. So Antonio Bell or Alex McKenzie. Or we've got a fairly decent run defense with a normal pass, or normal run defense with a pretty decent pass. So we'll go with that card, discard the other one. Second option, we've got Felicia Hayward or Taylor Marietta. I kind of like mall cards, so we'll go there. Then we have T.Y. Luck or Julia Ryan. And I forgot, malls on offense are not nearly as good as malls on defense. So I'm going to go with Julia Ryan here. Patrick Johnson or Jessica Tate. We'll go with this one. And lastly, Duke Crowell or Danny Patterson. And we'll go with the defensive mall. And now we have to get our team down to 15 cards. All right, so I've decided on my 15 cards here. We'll go ahead and randomize these a little bit and get these out of the way. So just like the first half, we're going to draw 10 cards, do an audible, and then draw another one. Okay. We'll go ahead and use that for an audible and draw our 15th card. And we'll start the half off with Dayton Plummer trying to pass to the left. And defense says they were expecting a run. We are going to have one helmet to our side, so instead of 30, we'll get 25 yards, so 10, 25. And because of our symbol here, possible injury. All right. After play, remove this player, then draw 3 from the play deck and choose one to replace it. This is now the last card played. So Peyton Plummer goes out off the stretcher. We'll got our play deck here. We'll shuffle that, look at 3. And this isn't going to matter because it's going to go straight off to the side of the board. So it comes down to names. We'll go with Mull Hightower over Matt Cannon and Geraldine Winston. Then the AI turns around and tries to run on us from both sides. So we're going to go in and stuff this for no gain. So resolving ours, nothing's going to happen there. We'll now flip over and try to short pass down the middle. And yes, our football is back here. And they are going to try to stop us down in drive and offense resets. That's not too terrible. We haven't gone anywhere anyway. So they're going to try a pass play on us for 35 yards. So we'll come in with the zone. So it's not a mismatch. So they'll get their 35 minus 20, so they get 15 yards on us. So 10, 15. Now we're going to try a pass down the middle. Fortunately, we do have more footballs than they have helmets. So we'll resolve our play, minus the 5 yards for the helmet. So we're going forward 20 yards. 10, 20. But possible injury. No injury, so we're good. Now they try an end-around run for 20. We're going to do a left 5-2 to make them minus 10 yards. So we triggered our defense, so they all get 10. Just in case I haven't said before, when we trigger our defense, we do not subtract for our helmets anymore. So they're down to the 20. That was their third in the series. We're going to try a spur for 20. And part of the reason for letting them get a little bit is we can run up to 40 yards if they're closer to their end zone than us. So it's a maul, so it counts as a run, but they're not in the right spot. So not only will we get the 20 plus 20 yards, we would be resolving to run even further. So it would have been 40 yards plus another 15. So we run in for a touchdown, getting us up to 21 to 10. And resetting. Home tree's now doing a whole bunch of hook passes. So we don't have anything to block all 3. So we'll go in with a 4-3 max to reduce them by 10 yards. So they'll choose the hook pass over here for 15. So down to the 5. And since they did not score, they're going to attempt a field goal, which they've already got. They've got a 6 there. They only need a 3, but they make a field goal and get 3 points. So up to 13. So we're trying to spur play up the middle. They're going to defend with the pass in double coverage. So it's going to be no gain. Well, first we're going to check for a penalty. No penalty, so then it's just no gain. Now they're going to try a fake field goal. But we're not having that, so we're going to cover that. So it's just going to be no gain on that play. And we're going to turn around trying to crash run to the right. And they match the type, but no helmets over there, so we're going to get her 10 yards and then draw and see if there's an injury, which there isn't. Now they're trying to spur play, so it'll be 15 plus 35 run after the catch if we're closer to the end zone. So we definitely want to stop that one, because that would get them in the end zone. And with these options in hand, we're going to have to call an audible. Actually, that won't work either. But we'll audible anyway. We'll just take it off the top of the deck and see if we get lucky. Well, they're going to get their play off. So they're going to get the 15 plus the 35 yards since we're closer to the end zone than they are, and come in for a touchdown. So now we've got a close game going on. 20-21. So we're going to try a run for 20. They are going to say nope. So this is a scoop field goal. AI attempts a field goal and offense resets. No audible. So we can't audible. And they can't attempt a field goal because they're out of range. But nonetheless, they're going to make us reset. Now they're going to try run play. And the best we have is matching the type. So we'll do that. They're going to run for 25, so 10, 20, and 5. We are then going to try a spur pass. So we'll get 15 plus 20 since they're closer, if we can get this through. But they're ready for us, as usual. But there's a possible penalty first. So penalty on the offense. Defense chooses to either have the offense reset, which does them no good, or they gain 10 on their side. So that will gain 10 there. And no gain. So now they're going for a power run down the middle. And we are going to shut that down. So no gain on that. So we're going to try a pass for 20. And they've got it covered, except we have an extra football, so we will get 20 minus 5 for the helmet. So pass play for 15, so 10 and 5. Now they're going to shake things up. So they've got a lateral run or a hook. So we got our last card in hand, and I don't think that's going to help us much on the return. Because opponent uses their last play, which is going to be a pass, which will cover this. So we're going to audible into a goal line stand. But they still have their pass down here. So this is another rules change for solo play. Normally, pass of 20 from here would be 10, 20, and out of the end zone. But for solo play against the AI, or the AI, they can throw it out of the end zone and still get their touchdown. So, touchdown for them. Resetting. They're taking the lead. So, fourth quarter comeback here. We're going to try running around the side. We need this to be a pass with no block and hope this is a big thing. So last flip, it's going to stop us. So smash, no gain. And just for insult to injury, they're going to try a fake punt for 25. Top card of ours. Comes in. We have a mismatch. and nothing on the other side. So they're going to get their 25 yards down to the 20, plus for the pass play, 10 yards after the catch. Whew, they almost scored again. And that is the end of the game and the basics of how to play Football Highlights 2052. So fairly close. Thought I was going to pull it out, but we didn't. All Pros came back and took us 27-21. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.